Welcome back. So today we will discuss about our users. So as we can see, we have Marcus Benson as our client, and Paul Shelton as our project manager, and Mary Burgess, Brandy Allen as our employees. So we will log in these users and see which data they can see and which actions they can perform. So first of all, let's try with this user, which is our basically client. I will log this out, go back to login, and I will put its password. I am logging in as a client now. So once I am logged in, I go to project management. Great. So I can see that this is the project. I am the client. Okay, now I went into the project. Which things I can see? I can see the notes. Okay, perfect. I cannot see edit, delete, and those things, of course, because that the project owner can see only. I can see these two things and disabled. So if I am a part of a meeting, I will be able to see. I can see the boards. Yes, I can see the milestones, but here you can see we are not able to update the payments or see the payments. We are just seeing this as an approval. It's good. And these were paid on the admin side, so that are showing as approved or pending on the client side. That's good. Documents, yes. Client, I can see myself, okay, but I cannot delete. And same, I cannot delete the users as well, but I can see who is working on my team. The boards are available. I can go inside the boards and see all the updates. I can add more stuff to the board as well. That's good. So for example, I have an idea of something, privacy policy page, so I added over here at the end that I need a privacy policy page as well. So once the team will meet with me in the next meeting, we will definitely discuss about this, the privacy policy page. And so this is the client view. Basically they get all the important information which are available to them. They can also create a version, okay, because of course they want, if they want to, they can add the milestones, of course, to a version as well. But normally their goal is to see the progress, so they are mostly concerned about, okay, how much work is done in which milestone. They can click on the reports, they can see, okay, on which tasks the time is being spent as well. They can also review the PDF of that report as well, that who has uh, been working on which tasks. And it's give them a really good whole overview of the project to see and get engaged with the team. So this was the view for the clients. Now let's log in with another user. Let's see which was our second user, which we added to that specific project. And if we see over here, we have Ryan 35 as our project manager. So now let's go back and log in as Ryan to see how things looking on the project manager side. Great. So we are in. Let's go to the project management. Okay, this is the whole view of the project management dashboard. We go to the all projects, we go to the specific project he is the project manager for. What he can do is he can see the boards, he can create the board. Okay, let's try if that works. and let's call it, for example, ABC Logistics Digital Marketing, and he's the alone. So yeah, perfect. He is able to create the board. He can see the meetings. Same, he can see, the approvals, and he can see the documents, add the documents, he can see the clients. One additional feature he has, that he can, delete the employees. He can add more employees as well if he wants to. Let's say he edit another employee over here. Perfect. So these are the things which are, in access of the project manager. He can definitely see the notes as well. So he can, do little more things than a normal user as a project manager, because he is, creating the boards and adding the users to the boards, and definitely all the other stuff he can do. So now we have the employee user. So if we go back to our main account, we go to project management and see that which user, was as an employee. So we have, for example, Kathleen Jones, which we just added. We have few other users as well. So let's try out this user, Mary Burgess, and see what he can see on the, project part. He will definitely be able to see less things than the project manager or the client. So I go to project. So now I am a employee. Okay, I think create the boards as well. I can see the list data and all that as well. I can see the documents, I can see the clients, and I can also see, the employees as well. So this is the employee side, of the access, and I can, definitely add my other colleagues as well over here, whom I want to, give the access. I can update the notes as well. I can see who is the project manager as well of this project. I can see the boards. Perfect. I can, help the team in those boards to perform different actions. Perfect. So now we have seen all of the three types of users, what, they can do after logging in. And definitely the main admin, once he logs in to his, system, he can do all of the other stuff as well. For example, accounts, they can complete the project timeline and all other things. Now, for example, we want to give access to few other things to a specific user. Then how we can do that? For that, so for example, if we see here that one of our employee can access, for example, accounts as well, right? So what we will be doing is, we will be going to users, we will be going to permissions, and we need to create the sub role for that. So first we will go to the sub roles. Let's say we create a sub role and we call it accountant, for example, and under which role we call it that our business is techno solutions and role is employee. So now we have a accountant sub role. In the permissions, we choose that business. We have the accountant sub role here, but we have not, added anyone to this sub role. We will come to this in a moment. And we have the accounting stuff here, and we give the access of project accounts and also the project payment status, for example. So the now we have a accountant sub role, and we gave the permissions of project accounts and project payment status to that person. We have now we will go back to our project management and see which user we want to give this access. So let's say we want to give access to Mary. We will go back in the users, we will search for that user, we will give that sub role to that user. Okay, now we will make these changes, save it. If we go back to the permissions, now we can see that accountant is Mary Burgess, and what they can access is the project accounts as well, and they can update the payment status as well. So let's log out and log in as the user we have just give the accounts access. If I go back to the project management, go to the same project, great. Now you can see they can click on the accounts and they will be able to see all milestones and accounts for that project. And also we gave them the access to the payment status as well, so they can mark it completed as well, for example. And they can update the project manager as well through the email that this milestone is, for example, getting is done with the payment. So this is how you can give access to your users. But if you can see, this user still cannot add, edit, delete the different boards as well. So there are more permissions as well. If we go back to our main account, goes to permissions, and we can see that under that specific business accountant we have further permissions as well. We can give the expenses permissions, invoices permissions. We can also give them the project permission as well. So if we give them the project permission, they will be able to do further things in that specific area. So whenever you are giving permissions, you make sure that you choose those permissions very carefully, that okay, to this user which permissions I want to give. So thank you for watching the today's tutorial. We will continue with the further enhancement in the project manager management module in the future. Looking forward.